Righty. Money day. Welcome to the live stream. Alright, so it's the first day of the new month. Q1 is officially over, and we're now into Q3. So, obviously, we're going to have a look at the quarterly candle, see how the previous quarterly candle finished. Okay, let's see what's going on, man. See what's going on for today. EU. No, that's the DXY. What do you want to do? What do you want to do? Do you want to push up or do you want to come down? Say, excuse me, miss. Okay, so E's taking out that low there. The half hour. Let's look at the half hour. Okay, DXY hasn't taken out the half hour higher. Okay. From across the room. I mean, I'll tell you what, yeah, guys. EU actually just moves a little bit slow right now. I'm thinking if EU can actually continue pushing up or not, you know? And to be honest with you, it's struggling at the moment. Struggling. Like yesterday's daily candle closure was decent for a continuation to the upside. Today we've just taken out yesterday's low, right? With the move that we've just had prior to the New York session opening, we've taken out yesterday's low. So I'm thinking, could we do a little switcheroo, a little reverse? It'll be interesting. Money day. Who we got on the stream right now? And even for gold, like gold's just not in a great area right now. Obviously, this week it is the new month. It is the first week of the new month, so you guys should all know it is NFP week. We've got manufacturing PMI for today, and yeah, and we've got ISM manufacturing PMI and JOLTS openings data for today. Tomorrow we've got ADP and Trump's speech. Oh, that's due to be interesting, you know. So realistically, we're gonna see if we can get something today. If not, then we'll just have to wait for tomorrow, to be honest with you. I don't really see much for the dollar at the moment. But we'll take a look at this 15-minute candle when we pull back down into it. See if we can find an entry to head higher. Because right now, there really isn't much. Yeah, there's not really much right now. But we're just gonna wait for something to pop up. You know what I mean? If you guys have any questions, you can put it inside of the chat box. Okay. Okay. Gold is pushing up though. I mean, it's not really the best push up, but it is still pushing up. Bitcoin's almost at the area. Start to look for some shorts around this daily imbalance. I'm gonna post this inside the Telegram. Okay. Let's see, man. Let's see if we can get a little pullback here on EU. To be honest, like when we look at most of this, right, the price action is not clear. EU is actually not clear. I don't have a specific bias for EU per se, you know. So I am just on the sidelines right now, just trying to see what EU wants to do. For now, gold, obviously we know about gold, it's at all-time highs already. That's going to be a little bit difficult as well to ascertain exactly what it wants to do. We have this half-hour candle, which, you know, don't get me wrong, has provided a push to the upside, but I'm still looking at this area a lot lower. Like this low that we created yesterday, I think this could be a really good target, you know, if we really start to see some bearish PA. I think we can really look to get into something. GU is very interesting, man. Because the thing is, when I look at GU, right, looks like it wants to reach for the lows, right? That's what GU looks like to me. Looking at yesterday's candle and how it closed, GU looks like it definitely wants to reach lower, right? So if GU reaches lower, then potentially EU might also reach lower as well. So it's like, you know, we can start to take some short spaced off of that, sure. Is it the best thing to do? No, it really isn't. We need some, you know, like clearer price action, you know? We definitely need clearer price action, I'll tell you that much. Oh my goodness. Okay. We just gotta wait, man. Just gotta wait. It's only just hit 130. It looks like for today, we're only gonna get moves later on in the day. At least right now, that's how it's looking like. You know, volume's it's a bit low. I mean, especially for New York Open, it's a bit low. So we just gotta wait. Yeah, just gotta wait for price to do something, fellas and fellas, or dudes and dudettes. whichever one. Any of you looking at any pairs right now? Have you lot taken any trades this week? Let me know in the chat, everyone. Let me know in the chat. Let's have a convo whilst we're waiting for Price to do something.
Stop at Gucci, stop at Louis V, yeah. Come with me, fly you out to grief. Full speed, so for the Paris. Come with me, leave all of your things, yeah. You stop at Gucci, stop at Louis V, yeah. Come with me, fly you out to grief. Full speed, so for the Paris. Speed post, baby, in Nikki Beach. Waves in my hand, smoking weed. Been through the sand in the deep. All because of what I did on beats, baby. Life sweet, baby. I ain't stop, baby. You just go get ready, we go out, baby. Long time looking for the process. And Dre had to bounce, yeah. Come with me, leave all of your things, yeah. You stop at Gucci, stop at Louis V, yeah. Come with me, fly you out to Greece. Full speed, so for the Paris. Come with me, leave all of your things, yeah. You stop at Gucci, stop at Louis V, yeah. Come with me, fly you out to Greece. Full speed, je suis ton génie. Rolls Royce black, and hitting deals. Bags full of $100 bills. Walking past your wife and she get chills. All because of how I kept it real. Life sweet, baby, on the G-way.
Okay, so he's giving us a slight push up. I'm gonna look at this area. Again, I'll be honest with you guys, it's just not looking the best. We could potentially target Friday's low. Or just go for a bog standard 1 to 2 R trade. To be honest, like, I don't really like this trade. Because realistically, ever since we created this low here, right, I'm looking from this high to this low here, right, which gave us our, you know, lower low per se. Yeah, we only broke this high up here. Do you get what I'm saying? That's when we broke this high point here. So for me, it's like anywhere here classifies as a pullback for us to head higher, right? Even when I look at it from the 4-hour perspective, right? Oh, it's just not great conditions right now. I'll be honest. If I do take this trade, it's probably just gonna be a very low lot size. Just something moderate. Like, don't get me wrong, this has potential, but it's not high probability. Right? Even if we don't look at this low, right? And we look at this low point here to this high, this should still be a buy, you know? If we're looking at the most recent low that we made yesterday, Monday, we played into this imbalance here. We pushed up. So it's quite tricky. It's quite tricky right now. Like, it's tricky to see or foresee the expansion of the next hour candle, or to foresee the next expansion of the 4-hour candle as well. Like, it's tricky both ways. And of course, let's just remember today is the start of the new month. So, you know, we can't really expect markets to be doing a whole lot. Right? Even when we look at the quarterly candles, and I look at EU's quarterly candle, this is giving me bearish vibes, to be honest with you. Let's take a look at the dollar. Yeah, quarterly candle is giving me bullish vibes as well. For the quarterly on the DXY. I mean, there's no point in looking at the quarterly for gold, is there? It's just going to be bullish. So it's definitely tricky today. It's definitely tricky. It's interesting. It's interesting. Do you guys have any setups that you're looking at for everyone in the stream right now? It's tricky. It's tricky. And it's like you've got to ask yourself, is there any point in really entering? So in an hour and 20 minutes, we're going to get that news release. So it's probably best for us to wait for that option. So let's just wait for that for now. Okay. Yeah, guys, just gonna have to wait. Wait and watch. Wait and watch. We need some news drivers, so some red folders to give us something, to be honest. I'm just gonna set some alerts just so that I'm up to date with what's happening whenever any pairs move in. Alright, DXY is pushing up as well. I mean, if E is going to be a sell, then so be it. Do you know what I mean? Like, I want to see us take out this low. If we take out this low, right? If we take out this low with a body, not just a wick, if we take out this low with a body, then these lows look very, very likely. Then we can, you know, look to catch like a 20 pip move, 30 pip move, take out the low, right? But until then, it's difficult. You know what I mean? It's difficult to understand exactly what EU wants to do, because I'm not gonna lie to you, this does give you both bullish biases, and it also gives you a bit of bearish biases, especially when you look at things on the daily perspective. You look at things on the weekly perspective, it's like, hell yeah, this can definitely come down lower, right? But at least on the intraday perspective, we do have bullish PA. You know, last week we were trying to sell EU hard, especially Wednesday, right? Wednesday, Thursday, even Friday, we tried to sell. Just kept on rallying. We tried another sell and then just pumped straight up. So it's like, okay, cool. You know, let's just wait for the direction to become a little bit clearer for this pair. So let's just chill out to the music. Once my alerts go off, I'll spring into action and we'll take a look at some moves. Whoops.
Straight to a penthouse, Miami Beach. Talk crazy on tweets. They don't want it cause I come to defeat. I peek, these niggas all sweet. Bamboo sticks all in the Jeep. It's a new weirdo every week. Get the whip, put it up for my seeds. No care for the IG, just no care. Anything for clout. They do anything for clout. Do anything for clout. They do anything for clout. Do anything for clout. They do anything for clout. Do anything for clout.
Whole lot of people need to hear this. It's a lot of names on my hit list. I'm still say what he wants to. Still wet like a big. I should run a whole blog at this rate. They using my name for clickbait. Even wanna start fake beef. Just said a little beef in the mixtape. They know I'm the bomb. They ticking me off. Say anything to get a response. I know that mean they traffic is slow. Somebody just gotta purchase a launch. So she being tame, they'd rather be wild. This bandit, they wanna be down. Soon as got something to sell, they say my name, Destiny Child. Everybody wanna be lit. Everybody wanna be rich. Everybody wanna be this. They fuss who out hate me. Bring my problems. I'm not all of that talking. I'm calling it out. Public opinions from private accounts. You not a check, then you gotta bounce. I got the drip. Come get it now. They do anything for clout. Do anything for clout. This is mad. This is trash. This is the grouch. See me win. They gotta hurt. Ouch. So when they see me, what they gon' do? Up on the couch. Back.
Do anything for clout. They do anything for clout. Do anything for clout. They do anything for clout. Do anything for clout. They do anything for clout. Do anything for clout.
Ladies and gentlemen, there's something about this girl, man, from around my way. Ever try to hold back your feelings, but it just wouldn't say. But when I finally found the words to say, I wanted to run away, simply run away. Can try to run it
What's happening, Mark? How you doing, my bro? You good? Money day, money day. We're all good, bro. We're just chilling. We're watching market right now. You know how it is. Another day. It's a bit slow today. I can't lie. Gold's not doing much. E's not doing much. Dollar's not doing much. So we're just trying to wait for price to do something. Looks like a good setup here. We'll see. The only reason why I'm 50-50 about it is because I don't have a clear understanding of what the higher time frame wants to do. Right, so on the daily and the 4 hour, I have opposing views. Right, so 4 hours quite bullish to me. The daily is bearish to me. So look, I'll probably still take this position just on a very small lot size and then see how it does. That's probably what I'll do. We've got some news release in an hour's time. So we've got NYSE, we've got the New York Stock Exchange open, and then we got that news release half an hour later. So we'll see if it can actually give us something, you know. But other than that, we're just chilling. Okay, so Mark says, okay, you haven't entered yet and waiting on a pullback. Yeah, waiting on a pullback, bro. It didn't quite tap the entry. And also on the flip side, when I look at the dollar didn't even hit any of my alerts as well. So we're just gonna wait. I want to see if the dollar actually wants to go for this high and then go for that high. If the dollar goes for this high, then this high is next for sure. If we see this high, then this high is next for sure. So we'll just see how it plays out. But for now, it's okay. It's like, can't really expect much from new start of the month. It's the first day of the new month. Like, Trump's expected to, shake up the markets tomorrow. He does have a speech at 8 p.m. tomorrow. So gold is already at all-time highs. It's not inside of a range. It hasn't pulled back. So it's like, cool. We haven't got gold to really trade. EU's in a weird spot. Might have to start looking at the stock market again, at least short term, because we're not really getting much from most of these pairs. Yeah, tomorrow's gonna be a mad one. I mean, we'll see what big man Trump says, but tomorrow is looking crazy. I'll probably have a listen to his speech, but if it's another 4-hour speech or something like that he likes doing usually, to be honest, I'm not interested. I'd rather read the summaries and the notes afterwards. But what will be interesting is how market is going to react to said information. You know what I mean? Like, are we going to get crazy bullish price action? Are we going to get loads of wicks? What asset class is really going to jump out, Let's take a look at some of these cryptos, man. Let's see where ETH is at. Let's see where Bitcoin's at. ETH is down bad right now, And to be honest, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, yeah? ETH is a decent cop. I'll be so honest. At these prices, ETH is actually a decent cop. ETH is actually a decent cop, I mean, even to, the most recent high that we've made, that's a 1x. Like, you double your money at those prices. ETH is really, really a decent cop. I'll be real with you. ETH is a really good price. ETH is actually at a good price, XRP, not really doing much. Bog standard from XRP, to be honest. Solana. Do I ever trade crypto or just hold it? Mainly hold. Mainly buy and hold. But I do trade Bitcoin, like, on a rare occasion, Like, I rarely trade Bitcoin. Like, sometimes if Bitcoin's got a really nice setup, then I'll participate, but I rarely trade Bitcoin. Solana's not at a bad price as well. Ooh, Shiba's hit the deck. Okay. Shiba's at a good price as well. Interesting. Doge is absolutely clapped down. I know Doge is not doing well. I'd say most of the market is actually at decent prices, Even H-bar has been crashing down. I remember H-bar was just doing numbers and numbers and numbers. Yeah, most of the crypto market is down bad, but it's actually at some decent prices. To be honest, I quite like this Bitcoin short that I've got marked out here, I quite like it. Oops. What's my opinions on algo? From what? From a technical perspective, bro, or just generally? If we're talking from a technical perspective, yeah, bro, algo's got such a huge upside potential. The fact that we reached these highs during, the pandemic and whatnot, it's bro, like, getting in at this price, you've got a long way to to the highs, right? And if we get an event where cryptos is doing really, really well and Bitcoin is completely booming, and you have, you know, a few grand in algo, that few grand will definitely flip. You know, that few grands will become a few tens of thousands. You know, even the most recent pump up that we had from algo, you know, that did almost a 5x. It's not bad at all. It's not bad at all. I still do think these prices are good prices for algo for you to get in, for sure. But I do know that cryptos do have a little bit more room to the downside to go. I've been recommended to hold some algo. That's why, yeah, bro, definitely go for algo, man. Go for algo. One of the ISO 22 coins. It's a good cop. It's one of the safer cops, I would say. One of the safer purchases. You know, again, you know, when you are investing, there is a risk, but it's one of the better risks, I would say. I've got some algo as well, so if you feel like it, then yeah, go for it, bro. Remember, like, can I get some advice on the gold setup I caught yesterday? Yeah, bro. Send your screenshot. Send your setup. Let's have a look at it.
Never falling, why you making problems? I've been silent, why you making problems? I'm a problem, being rich is not my fault. You decide who you think you should decide with. I've been quiet.
Send your setup. I'll have a look at it. Where are you gonna send it? Can you send it on YouTube or are you gonna send it on Discord? Which one?
She can stay in my room and it ain't mine.
Okay, let's see here. So I marked out a 1 hour FEG, wait for price to retest it before going long. My only confluences were bullish structure, respect to the FEG. It was a successful trade, but usually those two confluences aren't enough. So I'm wondering if you see anything that would have helped. I then went down to the 5 minute, waited for bullish candles, so 3 confluences. Yeah, bro, that looks like a pretty solid setup to me. What is this on gold? This looks like gold. That price action looks like gold. It's gold, yeah? Okay. It looks pretty solid to me, bro. One thing I'd say is try to change your color scheme on your chart. The whole red and green thing, psychologically speaking, having red on your chart doesn't help with your mental. It looks cool, bro. To be honest, if that was the imbalance that you were looking at, or FEG, whatever you want to call it, if that's what you were looking at and you were playing to go long, and your confirmation for entries, again, my confirmations for entries, you know, is going to be different to you, and that's okay. You know what I mean? If your confirmation is 3 bullish candles and that works for you, then sure, bro. Why not? That's the thing though with gold, especially if it's, trending. If your stop loss is big enough, you'll be fine. Right? For the most part, if your SL is big enough, you'll be fine. So to say there's something that we could potentially improve on with this setup, it's difficult. Yeah, it's difficult. It's difficult to say exactly, to pinpoint something specifically. Price action looked clear to me when I looked. Yeah, that's fair dues, bro. That's fair dues. Well done. You got in. Like the important thing here you've got to understand, yeah, is you actually participating and taking part in the market. Because at the end of the day, we can see all these setups and not place them or not take the trades and then see it fly into profit. So for now, as you're developing, it looks like you're now learning FVGs instead of your usual strategy. Just be very careful with that, okay? You don't want to jump strategies too much. Okay, so find something that works for you and just stick with it. You know? Money Day Joe, how you doing, my bro? You good?
In a private plane, I lamp on it. Lele then call me bank on it. Cause I walk around with
It looks good, man.
show them Gangnam Style, put the gang on him.
Looks good.
Up on a bang on him.
What am I looking at on gold? Gold's not really saying much, bro. To be honest with you, gold's really not saying much. We've had price play into this half-hour candle. We've been holding so far, so we could get a new high from here. That's possible too. But in terms of something that's a little bit more concrete, you know that we need to actually see gold pull back. I want to see gold take out yesterday's low, right, which is this wick we had here. Right, so for me, if gold starts to drop, and even if I'm able to work inside of a 100 pip range, right, if gold drops beneath this half-hour candle, then I'm gonna look to take some shorts to this low here. Like, buying gold is, if you didn't buy from this morning, right, because I bought from this morning, I put my stop at this low here, at this candle's low. I think I got in somewhere around here. I put my SL here once we were up here, and I looked back and it hit the stop profit, and then it's pushed up a little bit, it's come back down. So it's like, bro, it's not really saying much, it's not really saying much. We had this range here from 9 a.m. all the way to about, let's say, 11:10, and then we've been coming down, pushing pushing up, coming down, pushing up. It's been ranging ever since. So right now, the only thing that we can do is wait for New York Stock Exchange open, see if that's gonna actually force gold higher or not. And we've got some red folders coming out really soon. No, not really soon, in about 45 minutes. So we'll see if ISM manufacturing data actually does anything, and then we'll go with that, because right now there's not much, guys, to be honest. It's the first day of Q2, right? Q2 is just opened. The new monthly candle is also just opened, right? So again, everything that we apply with the hourly time frame, the hourly candles, the 5-minute candles, the 15-minute candles, we need to anticipate how this monthly candle is going to print the high or the low of the month, right? And realistically, when I look at this, right, I would actually like to see the dollar come down, right? It doesn't have to take out last month's low, but if we actually drop first, I do think this month can be a bullish one for the dollar. It doesn't have to be a huge candle. It can be, you know, a smaller candle like this one or even this one. But I do think we're probably going to pull down for the start of the month and then push back up to close the month. So overall, looking for a bullish month on the dollar, just from looking at it from that perspective, right? So again, it's still too early to call with any real confidence that, yeah, you know, the dollar is definitely going to have a bullish month and so forth and so forth. So let's just see how it goes, you know. Just gotta take our time with this. So yeah, nothing for now, bro. Don't forget, we've got NFP, we've got ADP, we've got Trump speaking tomorrow. There's still opportunities for price to move a lot, where we're gonna find a move somewhere. Yeah, we'll find a move somewhere for sure. With this EU move, I wonder if it's actually hit in any other pairs. Let me see if EU's hit that 15-minute candle. No, it hasn't hit the 15-minute candle here either. I mean, we could get a little setup going. It's a little bit tricky right now. Does that make sense here, bro? Because for all what we know, yeah, you know, gold sometimes it likes to play out of areas on the higher time frame, yeah. Sorry, on the lower time frame sometimes, yeah. Let me skip this ad. We could probably, right, a small part of me is thinking, look, let me pay attention to this half-hour area, because at the end of the day, we could get a push up in there. Whatever Trump says tomorrow, like, it's gonna move markets. And gold has been moving a lot more during Tokyo session once again. You know, look at these big moves we're getting on gold. Huge moves. Right? Literally, even Friday as well. Huge pump. Thursday, huge pump. Wednesday, we had a bit of a range. Right? Look at last Friday. Or 2 weeks ago. Friday from 2 weeks ago. We're getting a lot of moves during Tokyo session, so if you're really adamant about taking some trades on gold, maybe potentially look at the Tokyo session. Just gotta wait, man. We're 30 minutes away from New York Stock Open. We'll see if there's anything from there.
If you become a should not be end of stage. But my people then go say I don't want buy, I don't want die, I don't want payment, I want enjoy, I want job life, I want buy motor, I want build house, I still want to know. What's it going? G-Wagon, all depending. The girl them, ride the whip, I love it, die for nothing. What's it going? G-Wagon, all depending. The girl them, ride the whip, I love it, die for nothing.
You no finish, they won't fight us. If them they run, them no fit catch up. I know they form say I too righteous. No con they form say you too like us. You no get the time for the hate and the bad energy. Got my mind on my mind. Make you dance like broccoli. Steady clean like broccoli. Steady on my grind, oh yeah, what they want telling me. Cooking on my fantasy. What they check if my dad be no wrong. But it they rush well, well, it be much. Now go they make my time be the rush. Time more in the touch. Yeah, it they rush well, well, it be much. Behind everybody be close. So darling, you fool me jackpata, I dey go Ghana. You never thought you dey from back. Which kind money we never see before. Cause hello me, got me feeling I'm the one. I never take my cake away. You can't count my grace. I just day my lane. Me no get the time, but the hate and the bad energy. Got my mind on my money. Make you dance like broccoli. Steady green like broccoli. Steady on my grind, oh yeah, what they want telling me. Cooking on my fantasy. You want to check if my dad be no wrong. But it they rush well, well, it be much. Now go they make my dad be the rush. If I'm more in the touch. Yeah, it they rush well, well, it be much.
Things have gotten pretty expensive lately, and I need to generate some additional income.
I stumbled upon day.
That's nasty, baby.
Don't play with it, don't play with it, don't play with it. Don't play with it. I just want a roughneck nigga on the tongue. You just wanna semi-automatic with a drum. Ask me if I'm finished, nah, I just begun. I ain't giving out no nutty to no nigga just for fun. Are you dumb? Other man, I don't know no other man. You like 100 niggas just for 100 bands. I don't even got me.
Look at that drop on goal just now. Look at that. You don't want to be a part of this. What if you've been holding drawdown, buying this? Look at some of these 1 minute candles. Some mad spike lower, then it just reverses. If you were scalping this, you'd be in a lot of headache right now. You know, you think this is a pullback. Yeah, I'm gonna enter in for a buy around here, and then boom, you get a crazy 62 something pip candle to the downside. We just gotta wait. It's that simple. We just gotta wait. You were hoping it was gonna get a retest on the 5-minute imbalance, but it's left without us. What on gold? What's the imbalance you're referring to, my bro? Are you talking about this one up here? I mean, if it's coming down, then I think you're talking about this one up here. But to be honest, today just seems like a dud day. Like yesterday was better. Like yesterday was actually opportunities to take part. You know, I was in some shorts in EU here. You know, we had a pullback into this 5-minute up candle, drop lower. Like that was a nice move yesterday from EU. I was well chuffed. Okay, gold's holding firm with this short, with this drop, shall I say? Again, remember, if gold starts busting it down to the lows, I'm targeting this wick, the low of this wick. Alright? I'm targeting the low of that wick if we drop. So until then, just gonna wait. It's interesting. Dollar's pushing down, gold is pushing down too. Just gotta wait, man. Something will pop up.
Niggas want me to get ratchet. Niggas want me to attack it. Put the hood on, all they calling me Cassius. Aren't you like Bob Saget? Greedy, I can't pass it. Eating everything, nigga, no fasting. I don't care what you knew me in the past tense. I ain't no Julia Styles, this ain't no last dance. Way past it. Wait. Fucking on my ex, cause he validate me. Fucking up a check, I don't want no receipt. Mind get possessed, let my spirit speak freely. Hey. My past can't escape me. My pussy precedes me. My how the times change. I'm still playing the victim and you still playing the picky. It's so embarrassing. All of the things I need living inside of me. I can't see it. It's so embarrassing. All of the love I see living inside of me. I can't see. I'm blind. You ain't getting your bitch back. Calm down, shit could be worse, never say that. I don't want pipe down, rather get paid back. Mama told me never shit where you lay at. I don't want righteousness, I hurt too much, I lost too much, I lost too much. I hit my clutch and boom, third day pop out the tomb. I like when you put your gun at the red light. I like all that violence, give me dysfunction.
Tonight, I'm chilling on the west side. Boo, call my homegirl, tell your best friend. Cause I do on the low location. I don't want them seeing me getting faded. You should come through tonight. I only kick you.
Okay, so we're pulling up into this 15-minute candle now. Just waiting to see if we can get a test of it. I'm gonna start going short real soon. Again, decrease your risk on the shorts. If you guys like this setup, you can take it too. There's no rush, there's no force. Let's see.
I love Monday.com.
What's Monday.com?
You don't know Monday.com? This is Monday.
Okay. Alert's gone off for EU. Still no alerts for the DXY though. But in other news, we are now inside of the New York Stock Exchange Open. So let's see some moves. Let's see something happening. Yeah, let's see something happen, guys. This has been a bore fest so far. Been very boring. Because the dollar hasn't even pulled back to its equivalent 15-minute candle, yeah, guys. What that means is, right, the DXY will potentially still reach for that candle. So we need to anticipate EU actually pushing deeper into this 15-minute candle. So if you don't want to hold drawdown, I'm totally fine with drawdown, so I'll just enter anyways. But if you don't want to hold drawdown, maybe wait till EU gets a little bit deeper into that little candle there for a pullback. But for now, we're just waiting. We're just waiting for something to happen. I'll just set the alerts. As soon as an alert hits, we're gonna spring into action.
اسمي لطفي علي ثابت، عمري يمكن 35.
Talk to me nice, talk to me honestly. Look in my eyes, don't let it fall on me. Say you're a good guy, make me believe it. Don't wanna hear it, I wanna see it. See how. Rewind, when we rewind, feels so nice. We time, you I know how to make me feel right. I can't help how this sweet talk. I'm already on my way. I'm pulling up, don't be late. I'm cutting through all the lanes. Sweet talk, you need to say less to me. No need for no flowers, babe. I'm already on my way. On my way. Why you blushing?
Still nothing so far, guys. Let's look at this little 5-minute imbalance here for gold, see if it can be a catalyst for us to drop lower. Because the GDX has opened and it's literally been bearish. It's been coming down. So let's see if gold wants to follow suit. I'm gonna... Okay. For me, yeah guys, I'm gonna take a little short. But it doesn't mean this is an official short. This is me just testing if I'm onside or offside. So I'm gonna enter a little short right now. Just something really, really small, negligible, if you will. And I'm gonna see if we can take out that low. I mean, we'll see how it plays out anyways, but could be a little area that we see price drop from, you know. We still got the we've still got that news at 1. Sorry, we got that news in 24 minutes to come. So let's see if this drop here can happen on gold. You know, this is just what I see right now. Again, it's not the best in terms of price action. It's not the best, but we're just gonna play that for now. There's a little 1 minute inside of here as well. GDX is still dropping lower, so let's see what happens with this. You know? Let's see what happens with this.
Due date does not equal due date, and if you don't know the difference, your projects are already in trouble. Here's the thing about due dates. They're actually pretty useless on their own. They tell you when something needs to be finished, but not when you should actually start.
Only been a few hours, but it feel like days. Only been days, but it feel like months. Gone for a year, only know like once. Life move fast when you do what you want. At this time, doing what I want. Hope you doing what you want. What you want. My new bitch look like Halle Berry, but she don't love me, she too scary. My old bitch fine like Jackie Brown. I wanna know what she too down. Do you be my leading lady? I wanna contract girl, baby. In the meantime,
To be honest, it looks like It looks like Mark is waiting for this news release, man. Because, boy, an hour and 40 minutes has gone by and absolutely nothing. Gold's now pushing up. Again, that's why I said going with a very, very small lot size. Yeah, that's done so. No, I'm gonna put my stop at the high. And we'll see how that does. Boy. This is the part that they don't talk about when you're trading, man. It's how boring it is. This is the part they don't glamorize. Just sat here, waiting, and then you wait the whole day, or your entry, or your 3-4 hours. You're gonna wait, and then you still don't get an entry, you know. Or you take the trade and it hits your stop, and you think to yourself, bro, did I really just look at the markets for 4 hours just to hit a sell? You know? And then you've got to then psychologically stop yourselves from taking any more positions so that you don't take a bigger loss because you're trying to revenge trade. And it's like, yo, you know, it's not easy, guys. So don't be too hard on yourself. Don't be too hard on yourself. I'm gonna wait till this news release comes out. I'm gonna go make a drink, make a coffee real quick. I'll be back.
But then I'm faded, but I rock it like a baby in the cold. I put the water in the ocean in the city that I'm from.
You've put everything in the dishwasher and then you see it. But then you find the new Pump Action Fairy Power Spray, enabling you to skip the soak, as it gives you the power of an overnight soak in minutes. Mission accomplished.
Hide an Easter egg for someone you love with the Cadbury Worldwide Hide.
Okay. We got coffee in one hand, mouse in the other. 10 minutes till this news release. We're ready. Ooh, damn. Let's restart this. Boy. Price action is not great, man. It's not great. It's not the best, I'll be honest. Across the board. I don't want this whole week to be trash. I feel like this week we might have one day or 2 days this week where it's been decent. And to be honest, yesterday was already a decent day. So I reckon we've got one more day of decent price action, guys. You know, realistically, I would love to see the dollar. Like, when I look at the dollar in terms of last week, I think it's done everything it needs to do, so it needs to head down lower. But if the dollar does gain strength and it forces gold lower, yeah, boy, that would allow gold to get down into areas where we can actually start to trade it with you know, some decent price action. You know, I would prefer that. I would like that to happen. But we'll see what happens. We're 9 minutes away. 9 minutes. 9 minutes. T minus 9 minutes. Just gotta wait. Just gotta hold out, man. I need to have my first meal of the day. I've got some boiled eggs. I don't know if I should have steak with it or some avocados or something. Very close, guys. Very close. A few more minutes. Yeah, if you've been here from the start, well done. Yeah, well done. If you've been looking at this dry price action, well done. And why do I say well done? Is because look, this is what it is. This is what trading is. You know, we have exciting times and we have boring times, but you've got to be able to stick through all of it. not just when things are popping. And to be honest, NFP week is usually like this anyway, so it's not like I'm surprised. But I would still like to see some decent price action. You know, look at the S&P, look at Dow Jones. I wouldn't get involved in any of this. It's a mess across the board, really. Just gonna keep looking at gold for now. I'm gonna give this news release 5 minutes to start moving. If we don't get any movement in the first 5 minutes of that news being released, I'll be honest, I'm gonna leave this for the PM session and come back to this around like 6 PM. See if there's actually something forming. I'll look at it for another hour, 6 to 7 PM. If there's any moves, great. If there's not, then it is what it is.
I didn't fit it, but I rock it like a baby in the car. I put the water in the ocean in the city that I'm from.
Alright, we're a few minutes. Yes, gift, money day, bro. Finally. Oh, you've been here. You've been driving. Okay, okay, I got you, bro. Alright, so we're here. Well, almost in a few minutes. EU's been dropping a little bit as well. I wonder if we're gonna get a spike up on the news release. Gold's kind of holding. You know, it's not really doing much as well. Let's just see what, you know, this afternoon wants to do, because there was a small move here during London session. Just a quick 1 to 2 hour trade. But there hasn't been much since, so let's just see how that plays out. Let's see what gold wants to do as well. Alright, 30 seconds, 30 seconds. 30 seconds, guys. 3-0, 3-0. I just realized something, yeah? With this PC here, the amount of, like, I'm feeling hot already. So imagine in the middle of summer, it might get a bit unbearable, you know? I might have to buy one of those portable AC units from Costco or something. Or maybe Amazon. Try Amazon. See what they got there. Alright, news is here. Gold is pushing up. DXY is coming down. Not really seeing much. Okay. DXY is falling. The news release. Manufacturing PMI is better than expected. ISM PMI is worse than expected. JOLTS openings is worse than expected as well. Okay. I mean, the difference between the worse and expected is not a crazy difference. Like, yes, it's worse than expected, but it's not like by that much. Literally for both. Bear with me, guys. I got a phone call.
Your body are too tight and neat. Anybody who got eyes can't see. She just wanna dance and tease. She just wanna dance and tease. She just wanna dance and tease me. She just wanna dance and tease me. She just wanna dance and tease me. Listen, you've been missing since 2016. Squid tell me one fix. You know that's my sister. When she speak, I listen. She swears you're my missing. I say we think different. I see. By your heart, I see. Come, baby, come, try me. Who you gonna love if you run by me, love? Too many twists and turns, yeah. Love the way you twist and turn, yeah. Baby, come here, I too fly, I get burned. Love the way you twist and turn, yeah. Your body drive me crazy. Your body need a license fee. Got your body at the Titan heat. Anybody who got eyes can't see. She just wanna dance and tease. She just wanna dance and tease me. Yeah, but yeah, she just wanna dance. chill with Noel and party, a John and party. Yeah, your body was so clean. You need a weird Versace. Back it up high, you look right. Your body die, me. Oh, God. Your body drive me crazy. Your body need a license fee. Yeah, your body at the tight and anybody who got eyes can't see. She just wanna dance and tease. 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 Dance and tease, man. How you want to run like a nothing? The dance for me will have my hips stiff. Yeah. No fear, no cares. Because too many times you said yes and it never go nowhere. Yeah, I see why your heart's I see. Come baby, come try me. Everybody run by me. Yeah. Look how you twist and turn, yeah. Look how you twist and turn, yeah. Baby, I have murder, you twist and turn, yeah. Look how you twist and turn, yeah. Your body drive me crazy, yeah. Your body need a license fee. Yeah, your body at the tight and knee. Anybody who got eyes can't see. She just wanna dance and tease. 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 She just wanna dance and tease, man. Dance and tease, man.
XOXO, my love is very special. If you want it, you can have it. But don't take me for granted. So much things I did not say. I'm from Portmore, that's in JA. We can do it on that beach there.
Tick tock, tick tock, tick tock, rock it, set it, rock it, set it.
Back shot, somehow you got extra. Forget me not when it's sweet. What you say? When you look up on you, I mean that doggy style, puppy whisper. So hot it in the fire fever. If you can't fast and a vista, well, Ava, Lego, Queen, Lower, Bodo, Lover, Bodo, Cover, Tattoo, Color, Wow, Summer. Philippi, Valapam, pull the post, Valapam, Alamai, Alapam, Philly, developers, Philly, developers. Somehow you got extra, forget me not when it's sweet, yo. What you say?
This is the aircraft carrier shelter you seized, previously owned by a small faction of about 800 people.
Now it's entirely yours. Although you lost over 500 members, you finally have your shelter. After clearing the bodies, you sorted the supplies on board. The last faction stored a lot of canned goods and grew various vegetables. For the first time in 3 years, you enjoyed fresh food. As the squad leader, you got your own private bedroom. Lying on the large bed felt like life before the apocalypse. But you're still not used to the swaying at sea. Next door is the shared bedroom. Your teammates were just settling in, loud and noisy from the excitement. You didn't bother them, since you know tomorrow could be everyone's last day.